There's a nerve in your body that can slow your heart rate, and its name is the vagus nerve. But there's something you need to know before believing the viral claim that you can simply pinch it and stop your heart. The vagus nerve is also called cranial nerve 10, or CN10, and it travels from the brainstem down through the neck, chest, and abdomen. It forms a major communication pathway between your brain and important organs, including your heart, lungs, and digestive system. One of its important jobs is helping your parasympathetic nervous system regulate your heart rate. The heart has its own electrical system, and the autonomic nervous system helps adjust how quickly those electrical signals make the heart beat, while parasympathetic signals can slow it down. And the vagus nerve is a major setrave carrying the important parasympathetic.
This specialized tissue generates electrical signals that help coordinate each heartbeat. The vagus nerve doesn't replace the heart's electrical system. Instead, it helps regulate how quickly that system operates.
And most of this happens automatically, without you having to consciously think about it. That's because the vagus nerve is a major part of the parasympathetic, or rest and digest system. Your heart rate constantly changes, from exercising to sleeping. Sympathetic signals help increase heart activity. During rest, parasympathetic influence brings things back out. The vagus nerve is one of the pathways involved in that transition. Now we reach the question that makes this topic so fascinating. Can the vagus nerve actually stop your heart?
The simple answer is that the viral claim is misleading. You should never try to pinch or manipulate your neck to test it. It can be dangerous.
Your neck contains several important structures close together, including major blood vessels and nerves. So the vagus nerve isn't an easy-to-access off switch for your heart. Your heartbeat depends on a sophisticated electrical and nervous system working together. The autonomic nervous system is constantly adjusting cardiovascular activity to meet your body's needs. And the vagus nerve doesn't stop at your heart. It continues throughout the chest and into the abdomen. It also carries signals involved in functions of the lungs and other organs. The vagus nerve also plays an important role in digestion and communication between the brain and digestive tract. That is one reason scientists and doctors are so interested in the communication between the brain and gut. Signals travel between the brain and internal organs, helping your body coordinate automatic functions. Even when you're asleep, these automatic systems continue working.
Your heart continues beating, your lungs continue breathing, and your digestive system continues its work. All of this is part of your autonomic nervous system.
Think of it less like an on and off switch, and more like a constantly adjusting control system. When your demands change, your nervous system adjusts your heart and other organs accordingly. Vagal activity is one important part of that heart rate regulation. But the heart's rhythm is far more complicated than one nerve controlling everything. Specialized structures inside the heart generate and conduct electrical signals that coordinate its contractions, allows the chambers of your heart to contract in the correct sequence. The vagus nerve can influence this system by slowing certain electrical activity. And that's an important distinction. Slowing heart activity is not the same thing as simply switching the heart off. Doctors can sometimes use controlled techniques that increase vagal activity rhythms. These techniques are called vagal maneuvers and are used in appropriate situations or medical guidance.
But this does not mean you should experiment with your neck or try to stimulate the vagus nerve yourself. Neck pressure can affect important structures and may cause serious problems in some circumstances.
When heart rhythm changes, if someone experiences a concerning change in heartbeat, that's not something to test evaluation. So why is the vagus nerve considered so fascinating? Because one nerve pathway participates in communication involving the brain, heart, lungs, and digestive system. It is one of the body's major communication routes between the brain and internal organs.
And the incredible part is that most of this coordination happens without conscious effort. Every second, system is receiving information and adjusting your body's internal environment.
The vagus nerve is one of the major pathways involved in that communication. In fact, its name comes from a Latin word meaning wandering because of its long journey through the body.
From the brainstem, it travels through the neck, chest, and abdomen, connecting with multiple organs along the way. So the next time you hear that the vagus nerve can stop your heart, remember the bigger picture.
The vagus nerve can influence and slow heart activity, but your heartbeat and its influence extends far beyond, including breathing, digestion, and other automatic functions. This is a perfect example of how interconnected the human body really is. So yes, the vagus nerve matters to your heart, but no, you shouldn't try to pinch it to see what happens. Your body has an extraordinary communication network working every second. And the vagus nerve is one of its most fascinating pieces.